Hey everybody, awesome autographs and more back. Episode number 172 today, being Monday, February 24th. Today we have another record day in the mailbox. We had 10 successes and 1 return to sender. So I'm going to start out with the return to sender, get that out of the way. And in addition, we also have an eBay pickup, which won't mean a lot to most people, but I saw it and had to grab them, and I'll explain why when we get to it. Anyways, the return to sender was for Mr. Dave Taylor, former NHL player. Just basically says not deliverable, so off to the trash that envelope goes. I already took the contents out. I have repurposed the return envelope already. Okay, on to the 10 TTMs that showed up in my mailbox today. Yes, one day of 10 TTMs. We have a 4 of 4 success in 30 days from Mr. Dennis Rasmussen, former Major League Baseball player. Have an 88 tops. Always got to look at the back. 88 and 89 for some reason confuse me. I know one has this straight banner and the other one has curve, but I can never remember which one's which. But I always, for some reason, remember the back of the 88s are orange and the back of the 89s are more the color of his uniform. So that we have 1990 Upper Deck. Drew a total freeze on the brain there. 91 Fleer and a 1991 Stadium Club. This is looking kind of blurry to me today. Hopefully you guys can see this, and hopefully this is my eyesight, not the camera. Anyways, Mr. Dennis Rasmussen. Of the 10, he was the only baseball that came in today, which is a surprise. And I had 3 football, 3 basketball, and 3 hockey. Otherwise, first up, or next up, I should say, is a former NHL player. I got a 1 of 2 success. The second card I sent to Mr. Bob Carpenter was one of those generic autograph hockey cards, which he did not sign. So I don't know if he just signs one item or he doesn't sign things that aren't licensed cards or, official information, or if he just forgot to sign it or whatever. I don't know, but I did get that card back and very glad to have that. And Mr. Carpenter, Mr. Rasmussen was 30 days. Mr. Carpenter came back in 14 days. Next up, we have a former NBA player. Played from the 77-78 season to the 86-87 season. Played with the Lakers, Cleveland, Detroit, and Portland. And we have him with the Cleveland Cavaliers here, Mr. Kenny Carr. Signed this Topps card. I don't know basketball cards well enough to know the year. It could be any year. Realistically, it's probably in the early 80s, just based on when he played for Cleveland. And then he signed this generic autograph card. Had few returns come back with those in them today. Okay. Next up is a former NFL player, kicker to be specific. It's a 3-for-3 success in 14 days. Mr. Eddie Murray. Signed my 1990 Fleer card. A 91 score? Yes, got it. 91 score, and another generic autograph card. Mr. Eddie Murray. And he was a 3-of-3 success in 14 days. Next up, a 3-of-3 success, 14 days again, from former NHL player, Mr. Randy Carlyle. Mr. Carlyle signed my Topps card in black. Very hard to see. It actually doesn't look too bad in person, but silver or gold would have definitely shown up a little bit better. Mr. Carlyle played from the 76-77 season to 92-93. We have this nice generic hockey autograph card and a city-specific hockey autograph card for his time with Pittsburgh. Mr. Toronto. Mr. Carlyle played for Toronto, Pittsburgh, and Winnipeg during his NHL career. Next up is a 4-of-4 success in 20 days from former NBA player, Mr. Mike Gminski. Mr. Gminski played from the 80-81 through the 93-94 seasons. Played 4 different teams. He played with New Jersey, Philadelphia, Charlotte, and Milwaukee. And we have him Charlotte, and Philadelphia. And another generic autograph card. I usually send those out to players whenever I have less than 4 cards. Or, like in the case of, say, Mr. Carr, I only had that 1 card, which, by the way, I forgot to tell you, is, I believe, the 4th of the 5 cards that I received from This Guy's Cards contest that I had won a while back. So they're all coming back. I think there's 1 more left that's out. Next up, a 1-of-1 success, mostly because he only signs 1 at a time, from former NFL player, legend from the Denver Broncos, Mr. Steve Atwater. Played from the 89 through the 99 seasons, all with Denver. And I absolutely love this little insert set that they did with the 1990 Fleer cards. I'm seriously thinking about seeing if it's possible to get the whole thing signed. I'm not sure how many cards there were in the set. I want to say probably 20-some. Yeah, 25 cards. This is card 21 out of 25. I know I've gotten a couple of these already signed, but I'm thinking this might be a good set to get signed. Although I'm sure it's full of the biggest names from that season. So it will be interesting, because it's probably the Elways, the Montanas, Jerry Rice, Troy Aikman, Steve Atwater. I honestly don't know who else is in that set. I'm guessing that those are some of the bigger names. But anyways, we'll see. Have to do some digging and see if I'm pretty sure I probably have the whole set, probably a couple of times over. Okay, next up, former NHL player, 4 for 4 success. And in this case, it's actually 4 cards, not autograph cards. From former NHL player, Mr. Jimmy Carson. Personalized all the cards, which for me, that's fine. 4 for success, 13 days. And a 1989, 90, somewhere around there. 90-91 Topps card. I forget whether that's the 90-91 or 91-92 Bowman. This is, I believe, the 91-92 Stadium Club. And a 93-94, yep, Fleer Ultra with the Kings. That's Mr. Jimmy Carson. Next up, we have a basketball player, former NBA player, a 4 of 4 success in 20 days, Mr. Brent Price. Upper Deck, Topps, and then Upper Deck Collector's Choice. I love these cards. I just wish so many of them are very dark backgrounds, and some of them are dark backgrounds with dark uniforms. You can't see the player at all. Anyways, Mr. Price played from the 1992-93 season to 2001-02 season. He played with Washington, Houston, Vancouver, and Sacramento. And these are probably, I think these are all Washington cards, yeah. It's Mr. Brent Price. Last TTM, former NFL player, 3 of 3 success in 17 days, Mr. James Lofton. Got him on this very old, fairly off-centered, the Topps card from, looks like the 1980 set, if I'm reading that correctly. And then we have this nice action-packed card. And a more current, this is 2022 Score football from Mr. James Lofton. Okay, I forgot a stand. So we'll just move him over a little bit. Now, that is the end of our TTMs. Those are our 10 TTMs for the day. Hopefully this keeps up. Of course, I got to keep up the outflow to get the inflow. Okay, now for my eBay pickup. There's a story behind this, which I won't go into a whole lot of details. But as most of you know, at this point, I'm a runner. I've been running since 2010 at this point, so just about 15 years. And in doing so, got very involved with a lot of running clubs around the country because I was traveling, you know, meeting a lot of people, et cetera, et cetera. I don't remember, to be honest with you, I don't remember which of the running clubs I met him in. We were at a race, obviously, somewhere, God knows where. I don't even remember where I've met him. And I have not told you who it is yet, because it won't mean anything to you. But anyways, we met through running. I don't want this video to go on too long. And I've known him for probably about 12 or 13 years now. Close to that anyways. we met fairly early in my distance running career, which the distance running started in 2012. So I'm guessing I probably met him somewhere around 2012, 2013. He's a former minor league only player. He had played in the minor leagues for probably, I want to say it's about 6 years. His name is Elliot Brown, and I've been hunting down his minor league cards. I actually have several of them that he's signed for me, but I've come up with some new ones. So next time I see him, guess what he'll be doing? That he was in the minor league system with the Rays and the Giants, and I don't know, I want to say he was with about 4 or 5 different minor league teams at the various levels. He's, A team, AA, AAA, etc. And injury ended his career in the minor leagues, so he never got a chance to go up to the majors. So anytime I can come across cards of his, I'll grab them, and then he'll sign them for me. I've actually got all but one of his cards at this point. I had all but 2. This one on the top is a new card for me. The other 2 are just repeats of ones I have already. So I've got one more to get, but I will continue to keep getting them. There's actually one seller on eBay that has his cards on sale for $15 a card. I paid less than $1 for each of these. I'm willing to go to $1 for his cards, but that's my limit on his. But anyways, I thought that was something different. I stumbled on him on eBay. I don't buy a lot from eBay. I probably need to start looking at it a little closer. Most of my card, like my fuel, if I'm looking for specific TTM fuel or specific cards for something I'm working on, I generally will go to the Beckett Marketplace. I usually have really good luck there, and I find it easier to find cards. eBay tends to be a little bit more complicated, especially when you're looking for something very specific. At least I find it that way. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But anyways, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great Monday. Hope you guys had a lucrative day in the mailbox with lots of TTMs. Want to thank all of the athletes for signing. I will at some point in time have these Elliot cards back in my next, in a video after I get him to sign them. I don't know when I'll see him next. I will probably see him late summer, early fall, because I'll be down in his neck of the woods. So I will try to catch up with him at that point. So look for those to be signed sometime in maybe September videos somewhere. Unless something comes up sooner. We'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.